Hey y'all, back with another video in the series of the unboxing of the 2022 Mainline factory sealed set. This is box 3 of 6, and we'll go ahead and get into it here. A couple of neat things I noticed that I hadn't seen throughout the year. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But we start with sleeve 1 here. We have Armadillo. I believe that is from the Lightyear movie. First time casting of that. We have the Skull Shaker, McLaren F1, which is a recolor. I think that was from the Best Buy case. Have 2 of these Nissan Z Protos, which was a new model for last year. 2 of the Lotus Sport Elises. Have the Alfa Romeo here in regular and Zamac. Aston Martin V12 Speedster, 2 of those. And the Porsche 911 GT3, which was a new casting for last year. Probably one of my favorite new castings. And I'm normally not just a huge Porsche fan. I like them. But I know a lot of people are really passionate about them. This in the blue I thought was cool. Looks kind of reminds me of one of the premiums they had. I think from maybe Forza series. I can't remember exactly. But the black one looks really good. If you can't tell, I am partial to the flat black vehicles they've been doing lately. I can't help it. I just think it's a nice, clean look. And they're choosing some pretty good vehicles to do it with. So here we have another Skull Shaker. Tuned Twin Mill, which was a treasure hunt. 2 of these tuned 83 Chevy Silverados, which was a new model for last year. 2 Bully Goats. I believe we had 3 Dodge Darts. And one of these is a recolor. I think it was a Dollar General, maybe. Probably should have looked at that, but I can't remember exactly. One neat thing that I noticed, I'll try to get the camera here, to show it a little bit better. These trucks here, I had both of these throughout the year, but I never noticed that they have different names. And it's also named different on the checklist here. You can see number 10 and number 11 there. They're both numbered 108, and it's the same vehicle, just a recolor, but one of them is named the 69 Chevy pickup. The other is the custom 69 Chevy pickup. I am not sure what that's about. If any of you do know, feel free to put it in the comments. I'd be interested to know. I may try to look that up and maybe post it in another video, but I thought that was interesting. To round this sleeve out, we have 2 of the 71 Dodge Chargers. Sleeve 3 here, we have 2 of the Car Day Asadas. Have the Quick Bot, which was a treasure hunt. We have a Sweet Driver, which was a new model for last year. We have a Zamac of the 71 Dodge Charger here, which was a pretty good looking casting in the raw. And we have MST Suzuka and another. We had the, what is this, a 58 Impala. That was also a treasure hunt. Fairly popular. Seemed like it didn't, the popularity didn't last really long on that, but when it first came out, it was one of the more popular treasure hunts, I think, for last year, at least for a while. I have the Electro Silhouette, Velocita, and the Porsche 935, which also was a new model for last year. And I thought this looked really good, especially in the black. It's not a matte black on that, it's gloss. I actually bought a couple of those. I never actually got around to it, but I bought a couple of those in black to do some wheel swaps with. So let's see, sleeve 5 here, we have Sweet Driver and 2 Donut Drifters. We have the Honda Super Cub, which I did not realize was a new model for last year. I guess I should have. I probably did, I just forgot. Have another coloration of the Porsche 935. This is a red edition. And I don't have a Target around me, so I don't keep up with the red editions unless it's like really popular. So I didn't even realize that was a red edition, or that they had a red edition of that car, but it looks pretty good. Interesting that they went with the white. I'm assuming it's because they had black already covered. I don't know. I know they do some different colors like that sometimes, but just interesting choice. Have two of the Honda City Turbos. Cadillac ATS, which was a pretty good looking car. A little, I don't know, something about it was just odd to me, but at the same time, it's a really nice looking casting. Have a Nissan R390. Also have one in a Zamac. Have two of the Bugattis here. And rounding out this sleeve was the very popular LB Super Silhouette. The Sylvia, I really was a pretty big fan of this casting too. I will note, you know, I'm trying to make notes of card conditions just for reference in case y'all ever pick one of these up. But the interesting thing here is the J-hook had a crease in it, a very noticeable crease. Let me see if I can just go ahead and pull it out here. Right out of the sleeve. So pretty noticeable card damage on some of these. It's not really a deal breaker for me, but I'm surprised to see it in a factory sealed set. But you know, packing the way they pack these and the way they're packed in, it doesn't really surprise me. They're actually kind of hard, some of them anyway, are hard to get out of these sleeves. So as I made a note of in the last video, I had a Raisin Express missing from a sleeve, but had an X-Jet. And as you can see here, number 2 is the X-Jet. There is no X-Jet in this sleeve, but there is a Raisin Express. So they got these two mixed up. I had another coloration of the Honda Super Cub, which I did not see because we never got that case around here. And also, here's another coloration of the Sylvia. And this one had a very bent card from the box as well, so really kind of odd that it was both of the Sylvias. But we have a Cyber Speeder, actually 2 of those. Koenigsegg Gemera, 2 of those. Had a really nice casting in the Ford GT, and I know they had a Walgreens exclusive of that last year. I'm assuming that's in this case somewhere. And I actually just found one at my local Walgreens, I think it was earlier this week. So, pretty stoked to find that. I'm, again, not just a super huge supercar fan, but this is just, in my mind, like a really nice casting, especially for a Mainline. So, here we have the 2020 Jaguar F-Top, the regular and the Super Treasure Hunt version. If you ever hear me talk, or if you've seen my video about how to tell the Super Treasure Hunts apart, this is one of those that usually the wheels and tires give it away for me first. I don't know, it's just always what I notice. But like on the black ones, it's kind of hard to tell the difference if you're not paying a lot of attention. I mean, I know there's a difference, but some of the colors are easier to spot the difference than others. So, especially depending on the wheel choice. To round this sleeve out, we have the Skull Crusher, 2 different colors. And in the last sleeve here, we have another color of the Raisin Express, 2 of the Let's Go carts, a Fig Rig. We have 3 of the 70 Chevelle SS wagons. And the purplish one here is a Kroger exclusive. And we have 2 of the Volvo 850 Estates. And the last car in the sleeve is the Gold Cruise Bruiser. So, thank y'all for watching this far, guys. Hope you've enjoyed going through these boxes. If you haven't checked out the other videos yet, you just happened on this one from a recommendation. I'm doing a full series on the opening of the 2022 factory sealed mainline case, or the set. So I'll have 6 of these videos because there's 6 boxes full of these sleeves in that set. I'm going to go through each one. So join us for that. Appreciate you guys. If you like what we're doing, give us a like and a subscribe. And happy hunting.